Gregorio I've directed to oversee many of the agencies dealing with public safety. I want to thank you so much, Ray, for all you've been doing. And of course, all of you folks here that are participating both from the local and federal side. Boy, a year goes by pretty fast. And I remember last year we had the exercises, and they dealt with interdiction of a container at the port, and of course some unknown threat that was occurring at the port. And again, what was learned from those exercises, the coordination, communication amongst our agencies, and I remember there was an after-action report. I was deeply involved in it and seeing how we could improve in the exercises, and it went very well. But within that year, well, I tell you, there's been a lot of action, a lot of activity and action, not only in Guam, but it appears in the United States and the whole world. Not too long ago, again, we had most of the partners, if not all of them here, were involved in regards to some of the geopolitical issues that were ongoing, particularly to the Korean Peninsula, and where we had set up the joint information center in collaboration with Guam Homeland Security, Office of Civil Defense, our local federal agencies, as well as our federal partners. We got to see firsthand what the training that occurred the year earlier. With that, we've had our fair share of issues. And whether there is a tragedy that occurs in Tumon or in the national front, whether there's a bombing in Boston or recent being mailed to our president, as well as to other political leaders. We're in a whole new type of, I hate to say the word, but ball game nowadays, where when it comes to either war, acts of terror, or criminal acts that have potential for mass casualties, there is sometimes correlation from all of what I've just mentioned. And with that, in an ever more complicated island, an ever more complicated nation, ever more complicated world, it's important that all of us that have a stake in public safety for our territory and for the United States come together in the sharing of information. So with that, I feel these exercises are very instrumental. We had a very successful exercise last year. We've had some real-world experience over the past year, and now we're moving forward again towards again another round of exercises where we can look back, review some of the issues that occurred in the past, and from there work towards, again, better coordination and better communication. So with that, I want to thank all of you today for your participation. Look forward again to a very eventful but successful endeavor. And again, thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you, Ray.
Every time the governor speaks, I somehow feel that my words come out empty, because the governor hits on all the right points, which is appropriate because he's the chief executive of the land. But I'm very fortunate in that the governor has permitted me to work with the agencies that have composed the public safety apparatus of our island. And the civil support team, 94th, basically has done a fantastic job, not just now and in the previous years, in protecting our island through these exercises, but in real life scenarios, as we saw with the Fukushima threat of nuclear contaminated items coming to our island, and being able to work with the other agencies, including the Postal Service, Customs and Quarantine, and other relevant agencies. And as we look at the name of the title, Kontra, Piligru, that is part of our Guam hymn, Against All Perils. And you know, these are threats that basically confront our island, whether they be biological or chemical or other things. And those are the type of threats that the governor was talking about. Whether we have enemies from within or enemies from without, we need to protect our community. I'm very proud of the public safety team that we have here. You're seeing some of the finest professionals who have worked most of their adult lives to enhance their capabilities, whether it be civil defense, intelligence, or in mitigating problems that will confront our people. And it was interesting, I was talking to I have a number of people that work on my staff that deal with public safety, and they were saying, you know, you can't prepare, obviously, for disasters when you're in the middle of one. That's why the military and the civil support team exists, because they constantly train. That's one thing we've done in our public safety team, is have conversations on a regular basis to know what's going on, where the weaknesses are, and build stronger bonds between all the different players. So I want to commend the governor for leading our government, and not just the military, but our local government, and working together to prepare our people and to prepare our islands, so that in the event that we do have something, God forbid, if we do, we'll be prepared. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here, and thank you all the partners for taking part in this project. Thank you very much.